That means we
Oh,
back, Tease. We back.
bro,
We back. We back.
it's been like, oh my gosh, I just forgot how to talk on the mic.
It's
Well,
been
you know,
pause. Well, no, not pause for you, but I get what I understand what you mean. Um,
you know what I mean.
yeah, I know what you meant. But yeah, we back. It's been a minute, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
In
Um,
a
as the young
minute,
folks say,
y'all missed us. I hope
we
we
back.
missed y'all.
We miss y'all YNs, as the young folks say, YNs. YNs is wild to me. That is so wild to
What
me.
is about I don't know that the young folks talk, but what is why?
YNs is young niggas.
Oh, okay. Well,
Right, right. And
okay.
my 16-year-old daughter had to explain to me what that was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
there we have
but
it.
we back, everybody. Some of that podcast back in year 2025.
2025. That's wild.
It feels like it's been a long time since we've been back with you guys, and but we here another year. We're gonna dedicate this podcast
We
to y'all again. Um,
live
2020,
by it. No, that's
2024 was rough.
it was
It was
rough.
rough. It was
2024 went
rough.
like, bro. 2024 was such a blur.
Yeah,
Like that was the fastest year probably of my life.
it was. It was. It was
Yeah,
a blur. It was a blur. But
it was good, but it was a blur. Yeah,
yeah, it was. It was up and down for me.
it was up and down. Yeah, yeah,
The last 4 months was probably the hardest 4 months that I ever been through. But
yeah.
we got through it. We're moving on, getting better in 2025. So far, January has been good. It's been good. I've learned to really like take it really literally like 1 month at a time because
Mhm.
when you try to do stuff and you try to like plan out, I'm gonna do this, this, and that. Sometimes the good Lord above says nope, nope,
Yep.
nope, nope. So yeah, so 2025 is gonna be a lot different. So what's up with
That's
you,
what's up,
Tease?
bro. Same thing, bro. I mean, that's the lesson I learned, bro. I've been adamant on that, but for sure, like the older I get, the more it's just like your timing and your plans is it's not your time on your plans. It's
Mm-hmm.
absolutely going to be whatever the Lord says it's going to be, and you either going to
Mm-hmm.
go in alignment with it or
Mm-hmm.
you're not going to be in alignment with it. And then when you're not in alignment with it, that's when you start going crazy. And so
Yes.
it's just
Yes.
better to just accept what it is, and then just trust God to get you through it. So
Mm-hmm.
that's my word for today. That's my word for today.
That's your word for the day.
My word for today. You just got to trust God, honestly, because
Well,
this
I
definitely
mean,
the last, like you said, the last quarter of the month of the year was, that was a doozy for me, for sure. But
mm-hmm.
we got through it, and just looking forward to 2025, whatever that look like. Again, I got things I want to do. I got goals, but it's gonna work out the way it's supposed to work out. So
It will. I know for a fact that sometimes you have to take a step back. Um, Sometimes you have to change your approach.
mhm.
The things you used to do don't work anymore, so now you got to do something different. Um, I know for me, um, I think from November, no, I'm sorry, from October to December, I was going to therapy every week. Well, online therapy, and my therapist, she's been dope. Um,
How'd that go for you, bro? Like, I mean,
so,
was you hesitant at first, or did you feel like it was just time?
well, I'm gonna be full transparent on this pod because I know like we have a lot of people that support us, and when we did this pod, we always try to be at 100 on this pod. So for me, it took me a while, Tease, to like really just like surrender and be like, you know what, I need to go talk to somebody. It took me a
Mhm.
while because I'm a man and I'm stubborn. I can admit that. And I was like, man, I don't need to talk to nobody. I just need to figure it out. But
Mhm.
I'm here to tell my homies, the fellas that listen to the pod, sometimes we don't have all the answers. We
Absolutely.
we may think we do, but sometimes we don't have all the answers. And sometimes we need to talk to somebody that really don't know us, if that
Mhm.
makes any sense. Because
Mhm.
um, my first session, it was hard because it was like basically I have to, when you go to therapy, you have to admit that you're weak. You have to admit that you don't understand something. You don't understand why this is happening. So the first session was rough. I really didn't get comfortable until like maybe my fourth or fifth session, where I actually felt like now she was giving me homework to do. I was doing the work. I was talking with my wife about what I'm dealing with. Then after like the fifth session, then it started to become like, okay, now I'm starting to feel better. You know, I was dealing with anxiety. I was dealing with a small bout of depression.
Mhm.
So it was just like, damn, what's happening to my life? Like for the first time in my life, I felt like I was losing control and I had no control over my life. And for
Mhm.
those of you that know me, I'm pretty much a type of person where I feel like I can pretty much handle anything that comes. So the first point in my life, I felt like I was losing it. So
Mhm.
that's when I was like, you know what? I gotta fix me. I got all this insurance that I'm paying for. I gotta
Right.
go fix me. I gotta go fix me. So
Mhm.
so it's been a journey, Tease, but it's been good. It's been good. I've been much better. The arrow's pointing up now. So that's what I've been going through that last quarter of 2024. So it's been a
Yeah.
doozy, but we back now. So yeah,
I'm glad you went through that, bro. I mean, not went through that, but I'm
I
glad
know what
you
you mean. Yeah, I know what you
you
mean.
know, I'm glad you went ahead and went through counseling and stuff. And I knew something was bothering you, but I just, what I learned with guys, even if they're your brothers and stuff, you can't bother them. Like
Hmm.
you just gotta let them go through it and pray and know that it's gonna work out,
Hmm.
because guys process stuff different than we do. And sometimes like for women, for us, especially as people that you love, we want to help, and we think we're helping by keep asking, you okay, but
Right,
that's not really what you want to hear. So sometimes you
right.
just gotta back off and just let men process their thoughts, and they'll come back around.
Yeah,
They'll come back around.
and men, for us men, like it's not really that we don't want the help. It's just like we just feel like, okay, we'll figure it out. I don't
Mhm.
need the help right now. But a lot of times it's working opposite. It's working against us. We do need the help. Sometimes we
Mhm.
just don't know how to ask for it. So
Mhm.
that's
Do you
for when
think
we.
sometimes it's vulnerability too, bro? Like,
It
do you think
is.
it's a thing that being scared to be vulnerable?
Yes, yes. If I'm being honest, yes. And if other men yes, we do. It's the thought of being vulnerable sometimes, depending on what it is, though, T, is scary because
Mhm.
you don't, again, it all goes back to how we was brought up.
Yeah.
Like I'm from a family of men who like my granddaddy, like, hey, they brought up different. They have to be brought up with a harder shell. Look at what my
Mhm.
grandfather, your grandfather went through.
Yep.
So it's
Yep.
different. So that's how I grew up. Like I'm gonna figure it out. But I'm telling you, nowadays stuff was going on in the world, jobs, family life, kids, your marriage, relationships, all that comes down on you at one time. It's like, damn, what I got to do? Like, who am
Mhm.
I reach out to? But the good
Mhm.
thing for me, like I was telling my wife when we were talking over dinner the other day, I was like, if I wasn't grounded, if I wasn't, if I didn't believe in God, if I didn't believe in the Word, it'll probably be even worse
Mhm.
what I was going through.
Mhm.
But because I'm grounded, I always can go back to what I've been taught, what I know.
Yeah.
So therefore, for me, it helped me going through therapy to get through this. So yeah.
Mhm. Sometimes people too, bro, like us who grew up in church, a lot of people think like, well, it's all you need is Jesus, and
Hmm.
it's just like, yes, that's true to a degree, but Jesus
Hmm.
also gives us resources. And so if
Hmm.
he puts those things in our path to help us, we got to take it. He knows what we need. So if he's
Yeah.
directing you to talk to somebody outside of him, then do that. I mean,
Didn't do
obviously,
that.
we can always
Yeah.
go with him and talk, but sometimes we know we need the human connection, and
Yeah.
sometimes we just
Hmm.
gotta do that. So yes, Jesus is absolutely enough, but also, we gotta listen to when the spirit's telling you you need to tap in, and do
Tap
something else.
in. Yes,
Yeah,
tap in. So
yeah.
for people who listen to this pod and you going through something, hey, listen, ain't nothing wrong with holding on to your faith in God. But sometimes
Absolutely.
you got to tap in with another resource who can help you figure out your issues and talk you through it, because God is great. That's what He here for. But even the best pastor in the world will tell you talk to somebody
Yeah.
and
Yeah. If they care,
still lean on your faith at the same time.
absolutely. You can definitely do both. You can
Hmm.
definitely do both. That's I have, I think I spoke about it a little bit before on the pod, but I didn't really go into detail. Like it's some health issues I was having.
Hmm.
And that's the thing too. Like people be like, I'm not a proponent of, you know, medicine and all that
Yeah,
stuff. Like if I can avoid it. And I
yeah.
tried to. For a couple years, I've been trying to do the holistic route of, fixing whatever's going on in my body, but it wasn't working. It
Hmm.
wasn't working. So I finally, you know, came to grips, a couple months ago where I gotta do something different. And so that's where I'm at now, where, they finally have diagnosed what they think is wrong. And I got I gotta now have a plan,
Hmm.
it does involve medicine or whatever. It's probably, going to, if I look a crackhead, y'all, in a couple months, it's not because not Ozempic, okay?
She ain't on the
It is
old. She's not on the old, y'all.
I don't know, y'all, but it's it's got some similar things that it do. So I'm not trying to, look like a bobblehead or nothing like that, but I'm just trying to get healthy. So that's my goal for 2025. And it's something like, hopefully in a year or two, maybe I won't need medicine no more, So we'll see. But yeah, we back though, y'all. We
We back.
we just having old folks problems.
Yeah, yeah. Like my
So,
like
this
my
that
like
this
my
that
grand
40 that's my 40-year-old problem.
like granddad used to tell me, "Hey, you just keep living, just
Just
keep
keep
living.
living, man.
You
Just
gonna
keep
go through
living.
something. Just keep living." So
Bro,
yeah,
they weren't never lying when they said that.
that's so true. That's
Yeah.
that's what I can tell my 19-year-old and 16-year-old. Like, just keep living.
Just keep
Y'all
living.
think y'all upset because y'all got to go to school or y'all got to do this and that, but just keep living. It's gonna be
Just keep
some.
living.
Got to go through some things, so just keep living. So
So there's gonna be some smoke in the city.
smoke in the city, man, for real.
Yeah. It
But
is what it is.
we back. Hey, what episode is this, Tease? I forgot.
Sheesh. I think it's 119. That's what I think.
I
If
think
it
you're
ain't
right.
y'all, try to tie head.
I think it is 119, episode 119. I think you're
Yeah.
right. But some of this, some of that podcast. Make sure y'all subscribe. We on YouTube. We on Spotify. We on Apple. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. Make sure you share the pod when it drops. Make sure you leave a comment. We got to, we're gonna get back to this year of where we can get some guests. We'll be in the studio again. Um, there's some other things that people have approached me about doing collabs again. So it'll
Definitely gonna be
be
a year collab, y'all. So y'all gonna see a lot of us pairing a lot of different podcasts, and
yeah, yeah.
it's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So
Yeah.
yeah, this is it's been a whole lot going on. I know, just especially for this week, there's a few things that was going on. Um, I want to talk about first this Drake lawsuit. Like, I know it happened some months ago when everything first hit.
It was
He
a
was
petition at
suing.
first. Yeah.
It's a petition. So I remember that. I kind of scratched my head there, like, okay, he filed a petition against the label because he feels like the label is trying to they collab with people to try to take him down with that song, Not Like Us. And so I was like, okay, first time in hip hop history I ever seen where a rapper files a petition against a label
Mm-hmm.
supposed to be quote unquote battle rap or
Mm-hmm.
rap beef.
Mm-hmm.
So I laughed it off like, oh, okay, I thought it was weak. Now we have a lawsuit finally from Drake.
Mm-hmm.
And Drake is suing UMG, um, basically saying that they allowed a record to gain all this steam and momentum, and this record was accusing them of being a pedophile. Okay, so I sat back again, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be devil's advocate on this. understand where Drake's coming from about the pedophile thing because if I'm being called a pedophile and I'm not a pedophile, and this record is global, and now people think I'm a pedophile, yeah, I might have a problem with that. I ain't gonna lie, I
You
might
don't
have a
think
problem
people
with
would
that.
think that though, bro?
But I'm gonna get to that. Now, the other side of that is, I think personally, in terms of the music part, the hip hop part, I really don't think the regular folks actually think Drake is a pedophile. I
Mhm,
don't. I
mhm,
think people just like that's a hell of a lyric. Call them out on it. It's wordplay. Blah blah blah. Now, the issue that I feel like Drake is gonna face now, no matter what he does, is that no matter what he drops, no matter what he does, people gonna still look at him as being weak for what he did. And you still gonna have his normal diehard Drake fans, but I don't know if he's gonna be able to. I don't. I feel like some of his stardom is gonna take a hit. That's what I feel
mhm,
like, and I don't know if he's gonna be able to come back. Like if he does another record about Kendrick, I don't even know if it's gonna hit the same. I don't even know if it's
I don't
gonna
think nothing he put out gonna hit the same.
me either, and I don't think it's gonna have that same impact like the Not Like Us record has.
Mhm,
Now Drake is trying to get that record to not being played on Super Bowl. Like he's trying to go the legal route to not have him play that record on Super Bowl Sunday.
mhm,
So I feel like now we in territory in terms of hip hop rap that we've never been in before,
mhm.
ever, never been in this part before. So um, it's just weird to me this Drake thing. Like I talk to people, they like, bro, like what's surprising about it? He's half Jewish. He's from Canada.
Mhm.
Everybody's like, my homies is like, what's surprising about it? Like, he really not like us.
You
He was like,
really not like us, yeah.
so, so, so they was
Yeah.
like, this is somebody of his ilk. This is what he would do. He
Mhm,
lost a rap battle. He lost some homies to this rap battle. He lost a lot of people who he thought was his friends to this rap battle. And
mhm,
Kendrick blew up off of this whole one song. So my homies was like, him doing this is not surprising. So
mm.
I don't know. It's just I just never thought in all the years of hip hop history, I never thought we'd be here, T. So that's how I feel about
Bro, I feel the same way, and I'm not like no big hip hop person like that.
it. Mm-hmm.
I was never a big Drake or Kendrick fan for that matter. You know what I'm saying? But I like their music. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm
Mm-hmm.
not I don't fan out over them, but I like their music. Both of them have songs in my in my library, so it's whatever. But Drake to me, the pedophile thing, like I feel like that's a cop out, and I know it's a big accusation, right? But I mean, Drake taunted him to say that.
He
He
did.
taunted him to say that in one of his own diss tracks. So he
Yep.
did, and I think it's pedophile is playing up on you liking younger girls, which a lot of older men like younger girls. It's not nothing that's unheard of, right? I don't think people hearing that song to me is relating it to so much him being a pedophile more so than the
Mm-hmm.
other stuff. Like, than him acting like a Karen. Like, people have always said that Drake was lame. They've always, when he first came out, that he was lame. They called him not hip hop. Remember the old heads was
Yeah,
talking
I
about him.
remember. I
Remember
remember.
DMX went on a whole rant on Breakfast Club
Yep.
about how
On
he
Breakfast
hate,
Club.
how he hate Drake. And people was like, well, he took Kendrick on tour. I'm like, but that could be a label thing. Labels make your artists do stuff you may not want to do. He
Yep.
may not have liked Drake for a long time because if Kendrick considered himself a hip hop purist, he looking at somebody like Drake who's is a part of the machine,
Yeah.
and so I think Drake is just proving he's proven everything that Kendrick has said in all those songs right. The pedophile song to me ain't the pedophile. It's not really so much about him being a pedophile. It's just really you're not like us. When people talk about foundational black people, Americans,
Mm-hmm.
and the experience is just different. It's not his fault. I don't think he's like you said, like your homie said, he's just being what he is. I don't think
Mm-hmm.
he's trying to necessarily even be a Karen. I just think he don't have the same black experience. And he didn't grow up in hip hop in America. So he's an
Right.
onlooker. And so
Right.
even though he loved it, he loved it like the people in Asia love it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
or the people
Yeah.
they do it. So because he's not really, even though he's black, he's not American. So we absorb it a little bit different. And I think that was all Kendrick was saying. The whole battle was that, you're not really hip hop. You just taking part in it, and then you're feeding off of it like how
Mm-hmm.
colonizers do. Like you
Yep.
don't really care about black issues. You don't care about what's going on in the community. All you doing is making songs, hopping on the hottest person song, and you know that's what. But you think about it, bro, it's the truth. Now, I
It
don't think
is.
Drake saw it like that because he's not from here, so he didn't absorb it like when black stuff matters was going on and things like that, and him being silent on those issues, it don't affect him the same way because he's not from here. So we can't expect him to really care because
Yep.
he didn't grow up.
And that's what my
You know?
homie was trying to tell me. He was saying that he was like, bro, he was like Drake from Canada. He was like,
Yeah.
let's just be honest. He was like, he don't really care about the issues that affect black people in America. And he was telling me like, think about it. He was like, when all that stuff was going down with George Floyd, all the social justice, injustice, all that.
Mhm,
He was like, did Drake make a song about it? Did Drake comment about it? Did Drake do anything? And I was
mhm,
like, nah, not really that noticeable. He's like, that's my point. He was like Kendrick. He's like, people get mad at Kendrick because Kendrick don't never say nothing until he like say something or when he like drop music. But he was like, I guarantee you, Kendrick peeped that shit. I
mhm,
guarantee you, Kendrick had all that in the tuck.
mhm,
And he said that when this thing happened between him and Drake, he was like, Kendrick just let it fly. And he
mhm.
was like, Drake probably when he Drake saw the momentum of this song, how it was being played everywhere, stadiums, basketball arenas, uh,
It was doing
everywhere.
what his records do.
Right, and he said Drake probably was like, I got to do something. He was like,
I
he
think
said Drake
he's
probably was
never.
like,
They said, I heard somebody say, bro, they was like, Drake is the person like when the guys go play basketball and then when he lose, he take his ball back. Like he
yeah,
like
yeah,
the whole Drake
yeah,
over. What are you
yeah,
doing now? Like
yeah. That's
he,
what he's doing now.
he's pouting because the same machine that he's suing, for
Hmm.
defamation, the same machine that he's claiming was purposely silencing or pushing that
Yep,
song, he benefited from that.
he
They
did.
did it for him. You couldn't. It was a time, bro. That's part of the reason why I probably wasn't a big fan like that because it was a time you turn on the radio. That's all you hear. Every other song because the machine does that. Like I by no means don't. He's probably got a real case. They probably did do that. They probably did, but I don't think they didn't do it to no different than they did for him. You know what I'm
For
saying?
him,
Because
yeah.
Drake's songs were still
Yep.
him and Kendrick were both like 1, 2. Like Kendrick had some top 10. He had some. They were both. Drake was still Drake. You know what I'm saying? It's not like
Hmm.
he's all of a sudden just stopped coming Drake. I think he just saw what the machine do. Like he's gullible. Like and that come from I think just not being again not being here, not being from here, and not just growing up to be aware. Like
Yeah.
getting all those people tattooed on your body. That's weird. That's weirdo behavior.
I thought
Like
that was strange even before
I
all this
love
happened. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love my best friends. I love my sisters. None of their faces on me.
Listen, I know
We got
y'all love each
matching
other,
tattoos.
but I ain't
We
gonna
got
never see
matching
you with a.
tattoos, but
I can't see you with a picture of Kaya on your arm. And I know
no.
you. I know you
You know,
love her. So
it's
I can't see.
weird. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
like he was trying to that's that weird stuff, bro. Like that weird, like suburban kid kind of stuff. Like Drake wanted to be accepted so bad. That's what it seems like. He was trying to be in like he so much so like he didn't even realize like I don't think LeBron already has best friends.
Yeah.
That's what kept me this whole conversation with when it's talking about LeBron being a bad friend. He could perceive that way could be a bad friend, but LeBron has the same friends he's had since high school. If you think that Drake is on the same level as them, you're an idiot. And if Drake thought he was the same level as them, he's an idiot too. You're dumb.
Well,
We can be. He don't understand like how industry work. Like, yeah, that's your bro. Y'all cool, but you ain't never gonna be his bros like his bro. You know what I'm saying? And
mhm.
same thing with DeMar DeRozan. Like these people, when it comes to certain, they're gonna always ride with. And it's not. And I understand. Like if you don't know how that works, like it's people that's my friend, bro. Like you know how me and you type, you know what I'm saying? But it's some people that we just cool with. So if they
Mhm.
act a certain way with me, I don't care. That's how normal people do. Like normal people that I'm cool with and we could hang out, we could do a whole bunch of stuff. But if they start acting a certain way or if they move funny later, that's all you do.
Yeah,
You move on. You
yeah.
move on from it. Like he's just pouting about like I'm like, you found out LeBron wasn't really your friend and everybody else who didn't like you. I know it's hard,
I think
like
that hurt
in
his
real
feelings though.
time. Absolutely, it will hurt my
I
feelings
think that
too,
hurt his
right?
feelings. I think that hurt his feelings.
But you just got to move on.
Well, I
Just
think that
move
hurt his
on.
feelings. And not to be on no like I ain't trying to be on no insensitive tough guy stuff, but I really think that Drake felt like him and Braun was cool. Like they
I
was
think they were
like
cool.
not BFFs, but like they had a friendship to the point where like he can call Braun, he can text Braun, Braun can call him, but whatever. They was cool. And I think when he saw that Braun was kicking it and dancing to that song and was rapping that song, I think Drake really was hurt because I think Drake was like, I thought we was bored. I thought we was cool. So how you gonna big up this dude and he talking about me in this song? Like I ain't
But
gonna
Drake
shoot
was,
Drake for
but
that.
wasn't
I ain't gonna
LeBron
shoot him for
cool
that.
with? But wasn't LeBron cool with Kendrick
He was
too?
cool with Kendrick too. So this is my thing when we talk about as bros. This is what I want people to understand. If I got a friend over here that I'm cool with, we tight, and I got a friend over here I'm cool with, and we tight. If them two beefing, I ain't gonna be the person that's gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna be cool with him. I'm gonna support what he doing because he talking about my home. I'm not gonna do that.
True,
I'm not gonna do that. That's just me. I'm not gonna do that.
true.
So I think Drake felt like LeBron took Kendrick's side, and
Mm-hmm.
Drake like, nigga, I got your face tattoo. I got your on my
And now
arm.
I'm like,
Like,
I ain't tell you to do that.
right. So I get it. I get it. I get it. So I mean, it's just it's again. I'm going back
It's a
to
lesson for
hip hop.
him.
I'm
It's a
going back
lesson
to
for
hip
him.
hop. I've never seen anything like this. This is so different. Like
Yeah,
I
look
can't
what
see.
Tupac said about Biggie.
Right.
Look what Nas said about. Well, look what Nas and Jay Z said about each other.
That's what I mean. Like it was like literal beef. Like man, I hit your baby mama. Man, I smashed your wife. Man,
Yeah,
it was, and none of it was true.
right. That's my point, bro. I don't think people was really thinking. I think Kendrick was playing on all people saying you like young girls. So he just said. I mean, I think like you said, it was a clever way to do it. Just like Drake said the same thing about Kendrick beating his wife and your son might not be yours and all that stuff. Like
Right.
it's a
Right.
part. It's a part of it. You can't pick and choose. Like you know, it's just because you lost the battle. All he had to do was just. This is my only thing. This is my last. I feel like the more he talk about it, complain about it, and try to silence it, the more he keeps it alive. The song just now went away. It had went away a couple months ago. Like it had finally died down. And then I think since he brought this case back up, now it's back. Now it's back in rotation. Now I go log on to YouTube, and what's gonna come up is not like us, something about not like us, because he put it back in, he put it back. It's like if he would have just stopped talking about it, moved on, put some good music out, like, you know, it would have been, I think people would have forgot about it. Like, I think I think he's just mad the machine. He felt like the machine that has been working for him
That's what
stopped
it
working
is.
for him,
That's what it is.
and for
The
whatever reason.
machine.
I think it has less to do with less to do with Kendrick. Honestly, I think it's whatever they got going on behind the scenes with Drake and that's been going on the last few years. They like, we're gonna teach you a lesson.
Yeah.
But that's what the machine does. And I feel like his white side maybe thought it didn't apply to him. I do. I think his white side thought it didn't apply to him. And I think the bigger white side is like, yeah, but you got too much nigga in you, so it do apply to you.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. I mean,
and that's the lesson he's learning in real time.
he is
Unfortunately,
learning.
I don't think by any means UMG is like doing something noble here. Like they probably was doing what he's saying, but I also think they did it for him too. So
Well,
you can't complain about it.
UMG put out a statement immediately, and they denied everything. And
But pretty much,
basically,
bro, they said the same. They said we supported you in the same way. So knock it
yeah,
off.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's pretty much what they saying. Like, knock it off. Like,
yeah. And they pretty much saying too. I think they saying like, if you want to go there, we'll really go there. Like he's not gonna beat that machine, unfortunately.
no, he's
You
not.
know, Michael
He's not.
Jackson couldn't beat it. Ain't
He's
nobody
not.
bigger than Michael Jackson.
No,
Ain't no
no.
person, ain't no star in the world bigger than Michael Jackson. And
Well,
they took the king down.
you're not gonna beat the machine. That's what anything.
It's
The music
unfortunate.
industry, the government. You're not gonna
Yep.
beat the machine, man. It's just that's just how it's set up and designed. You're not gonna beat them. So
Yep. If you're gonna be a part, either gonna not be a part of it, bro,
yeah,
and
yeah.
just go independent and not be as big as you want,
Mm-hmm.
or and just make independent money, or you just if you're gonna be a part of it, you know there's gonna be what comes with it. And I'm not
Yep.
saying it's right. That's just what it is. Like
Yeah.
you gotta understand what it is. And if you're not, if you know how it is and you know it on the line with how you think it should go, don't be a part of it.
Now the other part of this Drake LeBron thing. Okay. Now this is where the part I'm gonna talk about. Now this is some whole shit. Okay. That's excuse me. I said in 2025 on the pod. I'm gonna try not to curse that much. You know,
Yeah.
my mama pulled me to the side because she listened to the pod. But anyway,
Yeah.
um,
We're gonna say other words.
what Drake did, he dropped that song. Well, it was leaked. Okay, it was
Mhm.
leaked. Now he dropped that song. Now I listened to it like 3 times. Okay, we don't technically know that he's mentioning LeBron, but the
Mhm.
name of the song is called allegedly "Fighting Irish," right?
Mhm.
That's the name of the song.
Mhm.
LeBron, the tattoo that Drake has is "Fighting Irish." LeBron
Mhm.
James played for when he was in high school, St. Vincent Irish.
Mhm.
And he got LeBron tattoo is 23, and he has Fighting Irish on his tattoo.
Mhm.
So, I mean, again, that's all we can speculate. For this purpose of this pod, we're
Yeah.
gonna speculate. We're gonna say this is what it is. Okay. The line in there about I will expose you, I will ruin your rep. Everyone thinks whatever he was saying in that whole line about this said person who people think is LeBron.
Mhm.
For me, whole that was whole. I'm sorry, excuse me. That was whole shit. From a
Mhm.
man's point of view, that's you don't do that. Then
Mhm.
you get this little clown, DJ Academics, who I
Oh
can't
my
stand.
god.
He comes out and says, "Yo, Drake and LeBron was two men and women in
That
Canada.
was wild.
He want everybody, LeBron want everybody to think he just such this good husband, and he don't do this and that to his wife." Oh shit, number two.
Mhm.
Now, as men, even if you my enemy, even if I don't like you,
Mhm.
I would never publicly to say you was doing this and doing this. That's just a bro code that you don't cross. You
Mhm.
don't do. But once again, I go back to the Kendrick song. They not like us.
Not
And
like us.
I'm trying not to go to that, but again, when more
He's
stuff
proving
like
them
this
wrong. He's
comes
proving
out,
them right, bro. He's
he
proving them
keeps
right.
proving it right. He keeps
Yeah.
proving it right.
Mhm.
Like academics, Jamaican or something or whatever.
Yeah. Mhm.
He a clown. That's number
Mhm.
one. He's a clown. And for him to
Mhm.
get on a platform like that, if LeBron sued him, I'd be okay with it.
Mhm.
Because what he doing, like, bro, you crossing the line. Now you messing
Yeah,
with
he tried
people's
to walk it
family.
back. Tried to walk it back, but it's too late
No,
now.
no, no. It's too late now. You messing with people's family, bro.
Mhm.
That's that
Mhm.
man family that you messing with his family now. You
Mhm.
can say whatever you want about him, but now you mess with his family.
Mhm.
Now
And
you
you don't even have you've never met Drake in real life.
Never,
And you
never.
going this hard over a dude you never met before. That's again weirdo behavior. But
Very
again,
weird.
bro, when Dr. Umar be talking about foundational black Americans, people be like, "Oh, we're black everywhere." Yeah, true, and I agree to a degree. Black people around the globe, we should get together, but it is different here. It's
Very
different,
different. It is
and people
different.
who are not from here, they remind us that they're not from here because they act
Yeah,
different.
they act different.
Yeah, and they don't,
They
and they think they're superior to us. You
yes,
know what I'm saying? And they the rules and stuff like they think the stuff on the pot of him. Like DJ Academic getting on there, like you said, bro. That's just whack on friends. Period. Like
whack, bro.
I
It's
would
whack.
never do. I would never. I've I ain't really fell out with my none of my friends like that because I don't make friends fast like that. But the friends I've made, even the ones I've made it later in life, like if we separate, we just separate.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna, it's like it's not worth the energy to try to now I'm gonna destroy her image because me and her don't talk no more. We just don't talk no more.
mm-hmm.
And I don't like how she move or she don't like how I move. We ain't cool no more. It's you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't gonna be like, while she up there with her husband now, me and her, we was drugging dudes back in the
We
day.
was
Like
right, right, right.
you know what I'm saying? We was hitting licks. Like what? Like who does that? Like I'm not gonna say that. Like you wasn't even there. You're saying hearsay stuff, but he's a clown. You sitting in your basement drunk saying what you heard, bro. Like, and this how come people who not married or not real relationships, like you don't get it because this is a married situation that's deeper than these little flings that you having. You know what I'm saying? This is
Yeah,
somebody's whole family. And if you think Savannah don't know stuff that was going on, if that was true, you an idiot. She been with this boy since they was in high school. You think she don't know LeBron?
but now it makes sense that picture of her looking at Drake that time when they was at that basketball game. Now
Several times.
it makes sense now, like why she was looking at him like that. Like, cause
Black
I
women,
know
we
this. I'm gonna say
we
this:
can't hide
black,
it.
black women should be detectives. Like they should be like they part time job should be detectives because their instincts is crazy. They
Yes.
know whatever dude they with. If they know his homie ain't shit, they can feel it.
Yes.
They know it and they know it.
Yes.
All black women make that face Savannah made. When the homie come over that they don't like, they
Mm-hmm.
make that face, that same
Mm-hmm.
exact face she
And
made.
it's usually the one you think he on BS with. Like
Yeah,
when your guy, when you feel like he wandering or something like that, and then he always with that particular homie, and we come around, I can't stand him.
yep,
I hate him. And
yep,
and he gonna know I hate him, and you gonna know I hate him. Like
yep.
that's just how it is. I'm not gonna try to act like I don't hate. I
Because
think
that's
about
the
it the other
homie.
day, like, yeah, like I hate this dude. Like I don't. We seen it with Savannah. We seen it with Beyonce. We
Yep,
seen it with. Like, I mean, it don't matter like how rich you are. When it comes to dudes we don't like or people we don't like around our guy, we're not gonna be trying to fake like, oh hi. No, she don't give one damn that that's Drake.
yeah,
He's not bigger than LeBron to her. LeBron is one of the bigger stars globally. You know what I'm saying?
yep,
She don't care nothing about that being Drake. I care that you certified lover boy, you know what I'm saying? And my husband, who ain't, you know what I'm saying, like y'all
mm-hmm.
hanging out, and when he hang out with you, he act like he ain't my, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it is. It might even be that. She might just hear other stuff that she just don't like about him.
That she don't like
You know,
about him. Yeah,
and bro, we don't even know too. Like people assuming LeBron was a bad friend. We don't really know we don't. What if Drake did something behind the scenes that caused LeBron to be like, you know what? I'm
we'll
off
never
him.
know. No,
We
we'll
don't
never
know.
know.
Because LeBron don't. Look, again, I say that, like I said before, LeBron got his best friends,
Mm-hmm.
and Drake is an industry friend.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a difference.
It is a difference. It is.
How
It's
you,
a
how
difference.
you would how you would tell anybody is she gonna tell anybody if I say they my friend, if it's a new friend, but that's not your friend. Like she I'm
I've
like,
heard
that's
her
not,
say that.
yeah,
I've
don't say
heard her
that,
say
right?
that. I've
That's not
heard her
your
say that.
friend. Like y'all cool. That's not your friend. I'm like, no, that's my friend. And she's like, no, that's not your friend. Like I like it's nobody. I can't say I have another best friend because in her mind there's no more best friends. Like it's her, and then I allow people to be
Yeah,
around.
allow
Like
people to be around.
that's
Yeah,
like that's how
yeah,
LeBron and his friends are. Like they probably
yeah.
just that tight. You know what I'm saying? Like and Drake don't
That could be
understand that.
true. Yeah,
He
that's
may
true,
not
T.
he may not have that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right, right.
so he really thought like LeBron was his brother, and you
Yeah.
know,
He really, I'm telling you,
yeah,
because again, let's go back to what we were saying. He's not from here.
yeah,
There's probably some cultural differences, but again, he did probably think that him and Braun was tight like that.
yeah. So I'm sorry to hear that, Drake.
He probably did think that. So I
I
can,
think they were. I don't think that, like I said, I don't think that LeBron just didn't hate him. I just think LeBron handled him accordingly, bro. Like I said, it's levels to friendships, and I think that the level that maybe Drake thought they were on, they just wasn't that.
mhm.
And I think like I think depending on if a song was a bop or not, that's bro, LeBron always on his Instagram singing songs he don't know the words to.
Yep,
I feel like if Drake would have put a bop out, he would have did the same thing.
yeah,
Drake just didn't happen in this situation. I think Drake's pride got the best of him. He taunted Kendrick because Kendrick don't really make bops like that. You know what I'm saying? And historically, he had songs on the radio, obviously, but he never really had like that kind of song that's played in a club too. You know what I'm saying? That ain't really
yeah,
been his
yeah, yeah,
they really been
yeah.
his lane. And he don't care because that he don't want it to be his lane. Like I feel like part of him, his video, bro, how he's in the video, like kind of like not even really with no emotion. I think he was just it was a play in Drake's face, like I don't even
Mhm.
like this shit. I'm just doing it because you said I could. You know what I'm saying? Like,
He
just to
couldn't
shit
do it.
like you like that. So yeah, I feel bad for Drake in the sense that I just think he's just learning life in real time, and
He
he's just he's learning how the machine work, and
he
even
learned.
though he's he's always talked about being half white, that it doesn't mean any I'm just saying, like, bro, we all to certain people they're gonna always look at you is you know
And Drake has always said that he felt like he wasn't part of the culture. He said that in a couple songs. He
yeah,
feels like he
he's
felt
not
like he
though,
wasn't. He felt like he was never accepted.
bro. It ain't because he's half white. J. Cole's half white. Nobody
I
care
know.
about him being half white. I mean,
I
nobody even
know.
brings that up. Like
I
nobody
know.
even brings it up because, and again, because J. Cole is from here, it's a whole bunch of biracial rappers.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Drake just I don't know. I feel like, do you think, bro? And we can move on after this. Like I feel
Okay.
like, do you think it was because at first when Drake came out, he was a singing rapper and all that stuff, and then maybe I'm probably getting it wrong, but maybe around God's plan, that era of music, he started growing the beard out and acting tough. And do you think that it's the acting tough thing, or like with that transition that made people not accept him? Like, what do you think it is? What do you think the overall thing is that people, when he says he's not accepted in hip hop, what do you think that is?
Well, I think to go back, I think what happened with Drake and this whole like how he got so big. One, a lot of heavies in the music game co-signed Drake
Mm-hmm.
from the very beginning. And remember, he was on Young Money.
Mm-hmm.
Then he was being co-signed by what's my man in Houston, uh, uh,
Jay Prince.
Jay Prince. He's been co-signed by Wayne, co-signed by Baby, co-signed like he had a lot of people that was co-signing him. Like Drake, again, the machine was helping him.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I think what happened was, I think people like Kendrick and maybe other rappers probably was like, this dude fake.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they were like, people co-signing him because he makes other people money. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
But in
Mm-hmm.
terms of him being like from the culture and being one of the guys that grew up in this, a lot of them probably was like, no, 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 no. Because
Mm-hmm.
like you said earlier, the persona Drake had before it is now, all he did was sing and rap.
Mm-hmm.
He made them little bops, he made them little hits.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere something changed where then this other persona came was like, man, I'm from this. my guys up. I forgot what he called. I forgot what he used to call
Mob
cigar.
ties.
Yeah, like then
Like,
that
then
it
that it
changed. Then all
changed.
of a
Then
sudden he
all
turned into this boogeyman want to be.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough because I don't know, Tease. I think that's a
It
lot of
really
stuff.
was some Malibu most wanted stuff.
It
Like,
was, and I think
yeah.
again, God, I keep going back to Kendrick, but
but
in that
in that
song,
song,
not like us, but one of them songs that Kendrick
Euphoria
did
or
was
Grams.
and he kept saying like he was like, bro, I hate you. Like he's
I
like,
think that was Euphoria. I hate the
man,
way
like
you look.
I
I
hate
hate
the
the way
way,
you talk.
bro. I don't see Tease. I don't think that was just a song that he just trying to make rhyme or sound good. I really believe that's how Kendrick feels. For
Yeah.
him to say that,
Yeah. Yeah. I think he hates what Drake represents. And I think he hates that again, him thinking him coming from the background that he come from, which he technically from Chicago.
yeah, yeah,
His
yeah, yeah.
family's from here, but
They from the
but
shot, yep,
yeah, like from the projects. But
yep, from the
you
project,
know,
yep.
they I think he's looking at it like, I think Kendrick is looking at it like he's only big because of the machine.
For the
And
machine.
he's not he ain't the if without the machine he ain't like us, because he don't
Hmm.
understand culture. And I mean, Drake saying stuff like Kendrick still trying to free the slaves and stuff like that. It's just tone deaf. It's just like
Yeah,
that ain't gonna hit like you want, because what's wrong with that? Like what's wrong with you saying that him trying to free black people's mind is a bad thing? Like that, just because you don't understand black culture, and it's just unfortunate.
I
Like I
know. I was unfortunate, but
poor Drake.
hey, we want the listeners to let us know how you feel about Drake and this lawsuit. Now it's real. Let us know how you feel about that. But let's move on to something else that just happened in the news. So the
the
inauguration ball
inauguration was
happens. Um,
Mhm.
we have Nelly, Rick Ross, Snoop
Oh,
Dogg.
I know
Oh
Rick Ross.
yeah, yeah. I found
Okay.
that out this morning.
Mm,
They all performing at the inauguration ball. Snoop, I think Snoop had his performance last night, right? Did he
I
do something
think
last
so.
night?
He
Yeah.
performed at something, but it was a Trump event. Yeah.
So I'm gonna bring this up because I remember back in 2020. No, I'm sorry, 2016, 2017. Chrisette Michelle performed at the inauguration ball,
Hmm.
and pretty much people were saying she needs to be canceled. And I
They
did think
did
it,
cancel her.
and I did think it hurt her career.
It
Um,
did. She lost money. She lost her baby. She
she
got
lost some
divorced.
money, yep. And I know I
Hmm.
remember her. I believe she was on somebody's podcast talking about that.
She had a
Um,
miscarriage.
yes. So now we have Nelly perform, Snoop, Rick Ross. So now I want to know where's should there be any outrage, Tease? Because
Bro,
I know for a fact if you follow Snoop Dogg on IG, Snoop Dogg throughout the year has always slandered Trump, has always made jokes, and always like a lot of stuff with Donald Trump. Now we see he's performing at his inauguration ball. So for me, I'm confused because when people say
because he
no,
don't need the money.
everybody say everybody has a price. How? I don't. Do Snoop need the money?
No, Snoop is still one of the richest rappers. He's
So
on Forbes when it comes to rich rappers.
I know. So again, I've heard Nelly say, "Well, it's not that I don't dis. It's not that I dislike Trump. I just dislike him being our president."
Hmm.
Nelly has said that.
Hmm.
So I don't know, man. I'm at this point now, Tease, where it's like a lot of these celebs, some of them say one thing, but behind the secrecy, they do another.
Hmm.
Just like we found out during the president when the election happened, a lot of these people actually supported Trump after the election, after he was found the winner. A lot of people was quiet until after he became president. Now we found this out. So now I'm at the point like where I'm like, you know what? In this industry, celeb, nothing really surprises me anymore, Tease.
Nope. Nope. Nothing surprises me, bro. And I think the reminder for us as black people, us common black people that work every day, um, we can't trust celebrities. We can't look. We can't, no. We can't trust them. Like we can't look for them to be our mouthpiece because
Hmm.
they don't live the way we live. They don't understand it. And sometimes people like Snoop, they try to act like they got their beat to the community, and he may do to a certain degree.
Yep.
You can vote for whoever you want to vote for. Like if
Yep.
Trump aligns with who you align with, that's fine. But they play in our face, right? They want to act
Yeah.
like you said. They
Yeah.
say stuff on it to act like they don't like him, but they really there's a great amount of black men, not just the celebrity ones, that align to the brashness and the misogyny and the rudeness. Like they want to personify what Trump can do as
Hell
a
yeah.
white man because they can't do
Hmm.
it as a black man, right? So they are obsessed with the fact that this is a big fat rude dude that say what he want to say, got a model wife, and he's rich, and they obsessed with that kind of stuff. And I think people like Snoop and Nelly them, they want to be they I'm not saying they want to be white, but they want to stay white adjacent in the sense that that's where the big money come from. Nelly is he a lot of his biggest songs were pop songs.
Pop
You know what
songs,
I'm saying?
right?
And so he wants to maintain that,
Hmm.
and they're retired rappers, but you know, they want to still be loved by, I think, the mainstream. And I think
Yeah.
moves show that way. Like they don't really care about the common people, you know what I'm saying? And why the common people don't like Trump, or what he represents. They don't care about that stuff. Like they
Hmm.
don't care that the majority of their fans are black poor people. They don't, as you can see,
Hmm.
they
I
care
agree
about
with you.
the percentage of white fans or non-black fans that love them. They don't care. Like Snoop don't need the money. No, you don't need the money. Uh, what you call need the money? Rick Ross need the
Rick
money.
Ross don't need the money.
Money thing for them. It's a power thing, bro.
It is a power thing.
It's a
It
it's a
is.
it's a, it's a power thing in wanting to be like I performed at like and at the pres for the president.
Yeah.
The president is an idiot. Like they don't care about that kind of stuff. And it's just like I don't know. It's just weird, bro. That's why again we can't look for celebrities to change to save us and take us out of what we feel like are bad situations because they're gonna always do what's best for their pocket and their image. And that's what Snoop them doing. It's just a joke to me, but
It is. It is. It is a joke. It is a joke. And
yeah.
I you
So
know,
are they gonna get canceled?
I mean, that's a legit question. Like, I'm not into canceling anybody, to be quite honest. Because like you just said, I don't really put all my faith and trust into celebs anymore to give me political direction or
Right.
but I don't do all that because at the end of the day, you can align yourself with whatever you want to align yourself with. If
Mm-hmm.
aligning yourself with the Republican Party is what you want to do because it affects your
Have at it.
pocket, go have
Mhm.
at it. Do whatever.
Right.
But I just want to see the back. Cause see, I'm looking at it like this. We're talking about Snoop Dogg.
Mm-hmm.
Snoop Dogg, in my opinion, is the most famous rapper in the history of hip hop.
Probably.
So there's a lot of people who
Here's a show, Martha
Snoop
Stewart.
Dogg. Yeah. So
Yeah.
for him to do this, it's like, okay, now what are y'all gonna say?
It's
Like,
a power move.
is Snoop gonna address this? Like I'm that's what I want to know. I want to know if Snoop is gonna address the backlash because
He's
he
not.
addresses a lot of stuff.
I don't think he is, bro. I think he's going to act. He might address it. He might say why he did it, and he's gonna try to be like I'm still for the culture, and he's going to flip it, and the people at his core fans are going to buy it. I just hate that it just always seems like black people as a whole we can't stay on code. Like we can't all just be doing the same thing. Like back in the day, they was on code, bro.
I
That's
know.
only how we got
I
stuff
know.
moved because they was on code. Like, you know what? They don't want us to ride the bus. Ain't none of us get on the bus. We'll walk, we'll carpool, we do everything to make a change. We don't have, even though those are our ancestors, we don't got that. We lost that
No, we don't
spirit.
have. Yeah, we
Lost
lost
that
that.
spirit when we was able to get money.
Yeah,
that our
Yeah,
parents and our grandparents didn't have.
yeah.
So
We lost that, but this
you can't
is,
stay on code.
then you got people like, I mean, you, it's social media also enhances everything, and makes, sometimes it blows a lot of stuff out of proportion. Sometimes it brings a lot of stuff to light. So I mean, with the backlash is gonna come. It's gonna
Mm-hmm.
come. I just want to see what's gonna be said, because Snoop got a lot of industry friends that he aligned himself with. He got a lot
Mm-hmm.
of friends he aligned himself with. Rick Ross got a lot of industry friends he aligned himself with. Net. Now the thing with Nelly, Ashanti, like there's a lot of stuff behind this, the blowback, that you don't know how this can affect them.
Mm-hmm. They don't,
So,
and I think sometimes, bro, if they when they rich, they don't have to care. Like he don't
mm-hmm,
like losing some of your celebrity. If you already established in, even if you don't have the money, making the money that you used to, if you good, you know what I'm saying, then you don't really care. Like I can't. I just don't understand the black people that align with Trump. I'm not. It's not the Republican part I have a problem with.
me either. I don't either.
That's not the part I have a problem with. It's just somebody like him that's just like
It's the
he's just
MAGA
not a good
values that I
person.
don't I don't
It's the
understand.
MAGA stuff. I don't
That's
understand
what
that.
I don't understand. That's what I
I
don't
don't
get. I
understand
just
that.
don't get that. I don't get it either. But
Yeah.
mm. Hey, anyway, let's. I'm gonna sit back and pay attention to see how this
I'm
plays
gonna
out.
see,
But
bro. I'm gonna see if they they're not gonna get canceled. I just first of all, it's because they men,
yep,
and
yep,
that's the main thing because they men.
yep. It's they men.
So,
They men.
mhm.
Um, hey, your guy Jimmy Butler, he going through he going through some baby mama drama.
Baby mama drama.
His baby mama, they went to court. His baby mama wants 10,000 extra dollars a month. She's already getting what, 55K a
Mm-hmm.
month. She wants 10 extra. Jimmy Butler, through his lawyers, is saying, hell no. She
Mm-hmm.
want money. She want to try to live like she a basketball wife. She ain't no wife. She just a baby mama. So, what you think? What you think about that, Tease? We talking about 55 already. She's getting a month, 55,000, and she wants an additional 10. What you think about that?
So I think it's a lot of money. Um,
Mm-hmm.
you know, uh, if I'm honest, we really don't know what all she's paying for 3 kids. Now, if Jimmy Butler is because child support is supposed to be for the child, and I know what it looks like to men in that situation. Is like you want me to fund your lifestyle. Well, she didn't work when you met with her, so what did you think was gonna happen when you got her pregnant with 3 kids? Like you are the paycheck. Like that was the purpose of her being with you. To I mean, I don't understand. So I don't know why he's acting confused now because you 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 chose that. You chose that type of woman. And but again, going back to just think about the price of it all, depending on where they live, bro. What she's actually covering, $55,000 while that's somebody's salary. In their rich world, she could be paying, a bunch of money for tuition. If she's paying her rent, she don't have a job. So if she's paying her rent with that and all the
Mm-hmm.
bills, and if she paying for the kids for the stuff, she might go through that quickly. The thing would be get a job, you know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
she didn't work when he met with. So, you know, it just it seems like a lot of money, but for somebody that makes as much as he makes, and for her to have 3 kids and her to not work, and if she's living like what they live in California,
Yeah, I
or
believe that in California.
if she's in
Yeah, I
California,
think.
then you know how much it costs, bro. It's expensive. So, she could very well tap out on $55,000 a month easy, depending on the lifestyle that she's choosing her kids to have. So I don't feel sorry for Jimmy Butler because or these guys, and I get it, it's a lot of money, but you these are the things that you chose. You chose to have unprotected sex. You chose to
Raw
um
dog.
you chose to raw dog. You chose to release yourself repeatedly to somebody who will
Repeatedly.
control you. So I don't understand. Like, what do you want? Like, and now that and you're saying like, well, she don't need money for a babysitter because she don't work. Okay, let's just say she watched the kids all day, so she don't need a day for herself to go, take care of things. Who gonna watch the kids? This is stuff dudes need to be thinking about, bro. Like when you have sons and you have nephews and things like that, like what did you think was gonna happen?
Yeah.
What did you think was gonna happen? Like I don't feel sorry for you. You chose this kind of woman and you got what you asked for. Sorry. And she might not be asking again, 3 kids in LA or California. She may not be asking for a ridiculous amount of money depending on her cost of living, you know.
Well, I
I
took
know
the
he don't
look.
want his kids to live in Compton, so
No, of course not. He don't want him to live out how he grew up. So I get that.
exactly.
But I took the time to do the math.
Hmm.
$55,000 times 12 is $660,000 for the year. We're talking over a half $1,000,000 that he's paying out a year in child support. So now I don't know what their expenses are for those kids. I
Yeah.
don't know. I have no idea. I have no idea where she's living. But for me, I just think the 55K is a lot of money. And I hope, see, my thing is this: if it's going to the kids, if that's what it's being spent on, school, daycare, where they live at, car, whatever, cool. I understand
He
that.
probably paying that too. Probably.
I get that. I'm totally out with that. But if she is banking on this extra 10,000 for her lifestyle, this is what I have a problem with. Yeah, like I believe somebody was talking about this with these athletes and this child support thing. It's really hard to prove because you go to court and you lay out the spousal, not the spousal support, the child support agreement of all the expenses. Most lawyers want to know what is being paid for. Then the judge looks at it, and then the judge will actually agree to that decree. Now, if she's getting to court and she's saying, I've got 3 kids, this is what it costs to feed them a month, this is what it costs to clothe them, this is what it costs to for childcare, school, and all that. If that comes out to that amount of money,
Hmm.
fine. Jimmy, you got to cut the check, bro. Because if
Hmm.
that's how y'all was living before y'all split, or then you got to cut the check.
Hmm.
But somebody was saying that sometimes you can't get it twisted because if we were just in a relationship, we had kids,
Hmm.
and we break up, I'm not. My responsibility is not to afford your lifestyle anymore.
Sure.
That's spousal support.
Right.
My responsibility is to take care of the kids.
Right.
It's not my responsibility anymore to take care of you and help you live how you used to live. If I want to do that, then that's on me. But legally, I don't have to do that. So that's why
Right.
some people were saying like she trying to get some money for her
She probably
way of
is.
life.
She probably is though, bro. But okay, but let's say this. If you that rich and you have kids with this woman, do you want her like it's like okay, you want her to buy the kids, take the kids to stay 48 and then she go to, McDonald's. Like you're not
Yes.
you don't wow, okay. Well I
Uh,
get it. There you have you folks. Oh
but no,
God.
no, I get no. I see what you're saying though. I get it. If y'all go out to eat, of course. I mean,
Yeah.
yes, I understand, but I get it. But I guess don't feel sorry for them dudes because again, this is the decision, the choice you make. Just like old boy PJ Washington with old girl that Dion brought to Jackson State to talk to them about.
Oh yeah. What's
I
her
forgot her
name?
name. I can't
That
think of her
this
name right
girl. I
now.
can't think of her name either,
But
but yeah.
he got her pregnant, popped off,
Hmm.
got a shorty by him.
Hmm.
She gets child support every month.
Hmm.
So again,
These
so
women, I,
can
I I hate to say it, bro. These women go after ball players in hopes of that. Because even the child support, we know we don't take 55,000 to take care of a child. Even a rich child, the diapers still cost. Even if you get some high class organic diapers, it's only so much. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
it's not gonna it. in a reasonable person knows it don't really cost that much.
No, it
These
don't. It don't
women know
cost
that
that much.
it's a bag for them, but the guys know it too. So if you
Yeah,
know that and you don't protect yourself, that's your fault.
yeah, yeah.
Your fault.
And even with like that dude PJ Washington and like I'm just gonna say it. A lot of these dudes that get to the league, they be young, they make a lot of money. A lot of these dudes be lames. A lot of these hoopers are lames, Steve.
They be
Like
lanes, bro.
they wouldn't get
They
they
never
wouldn't
had
get no
no.
they wouldn't get
Yeah,
no coochie like that in high school and college.
yeah, yeah.
They was going to trainings every day. They was hooping. They was hanging out with their friends. They was playing video games. They weren't getting
Mhm,
no coochie like that. Then when they
mhm,
get to the league and they get a chick like Drea that look like Drea, look
mhm.
like old girl, and they showing them some love, jumping their DM, they lose their mind. They talking about they love her. They want
Yeah,
to be with her. And
like
they
Travis Hunter.
same thing. Like I mean,
Mhm,
it's just what it is. There's a different time period amongst the guys that's now versus the guys back then.
mhm,
And that's what you see. So
mhm.
I mean, I again we don't know Jimmy Butler's baby mama's their lifestyle, whatever, but me, I just say, man, 55K a month. Like, what type of lifestyle is these little kids living?
Bro, I don't know. I don't know. It's that's a good question. I don't know. And
I
I
mean,
don't know what would make, like I said, unless she's using that money to fund everything, you know what I'm saying, which is beyond child support, then that's, I don't know. Because I can't, again, I can't imagine Jimmy having them living somewhere bad. So chances are wherever they live in, he probably is paying or has owned that. You know what I'm saying? So
right, right. It might be a condo or something.
yeah,
He
whatever,
might be
but
paying for it, whatever. Yeah. So you might be. I mean, you're probably right, Teeth. But
I just think
man,
it seems like a lot of money, but
yeah,
I feel like these dudes do that to themselves. Like, these chicks is they're gonna do everything to to to
yeah. And then
they want their lifestyle.
you do know that if he signs a new contract, gets an extension, he makes more money. You do know she can go right back to
Go
court
back. Yep. They
and
want
get it
some more money.
increased.
Yep.
So,
And if you go with some woman, if you having kids with a woman that's not, don't have anything going on for her, like again, it ain't even because like like laws now in most states, it considers both people incomes. You
yeah,
know, she don't have no income, so it's like you can't just, I don't know. It's just I think guys gotta just be smarter, bro, with the woman that you're choosing to have kids with. You know,
man,
and
it's whew, man.
yeah,
Oh boy, Hey, look, man, I'm so good. I get it. I would love to be a millionaire and stuff like that, but man, boy, paying somebody that amount of money a month,
that's a lot.
and I know he got it. I know he got it. It ain't like he got it, but at the same
Hmm.
time, but man, a month, like I said, that's 660 grand a year.
Yeah, yeah.
Woo wee, boy. Oh
And,
wee
and,
wee.
and, and with 3 kids, bro, he that might be him for the next 20 years.
Yeah, for the
I mean,
next 20 years.
obviously as his money change, the it may
Hmm.
go down some, but for the most part, he gonna be paying her for at least probably another 20 years.
Yep, because he got
So they
three
want maybe like
kids.
what, only like one or something like that.
Yeah,
So
them kids are small.
it's a goofy.
Hey boy, be goofy.
I mean, what you
Oh,
get?
I know.
I ain't mad at her. If he got it, and I got 3 kids, yeah, pay me. Run me my money.
Pay me my bread. Pay me my bread, homie.
I need a babysitter. What you talking about?
I need a
You gotta
chef.
give me a new baller. What you talking about? I gotta go
I
out.
got
Mama got needs.
mama got knees.
I mean, I don't
Oh
understand.
man.
He got some nerves. I was saying a wife. Well, I mean, I get that part too, but
She said she want to live like she's a basketball wife.
oh, I mean, it
Oh
could be too. Jimmy could have just been with her for the purpose of having kids. You know what I'm saying? And if that case, that should have been an agreement that they just made.
yeah, they
I
just
want
made
you
yeah.
you seem like you'll be a good mama, have my kids for me, and I'll give you a certain amount of money each month.
Right.
I would love that agreement.
A lot of
True.
women would. A lot of women
Yeah.
love agreement.
And I ain't gotta work. Yeah.
You'll be good.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So let me ask you this before we get out of here. TikTok, it's going
Oh.
dark. It's going dark supposedly tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about the end of TikTok being there?
Bro, you know what? I tried TikTok a while ago. I used to post. I could not, it never caught on with me. I'm a social media person. I like social media. I don't know, for some reason TikTok never caught on with me. Like, I'm not, only how I'm on there is when y'all send me stuff.
Uh-huh.
So I got it for the purpose of people sending me stuff, and I want to look at it and look at comments. But like, I rarely go on the app just to scroll. Like, I'm mostly scrolling on Instagram, and YouTube. That's probably most of my day is when I'm on social media. It's in Facebook. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but TikTok, I don't know. I never caught on. Like, but supposedly, like, a lot of people are like really sad about it. Like, I mean, like, they like, what am I gonna do now? I'm like, is it TikTok really that good? But I guess I missed it. I missed it.
Some people teach make a lot of money off TikTok.
Hmm.
A
Okay.
lot of content creators make a lot of money off TikTok.
Okay.
A lot of people who promote, like, okay, I give you an example. I know somebody that uses TikTok and makes money off Target,
Mm-hmm.
other brands who, because they promote their stuff. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I know people who do it. Like, I know people who create content on TikTok just to get paid. So for a lot of people, this is a money making mechanism that's going away. For other people, it's another form of entertainment because TikTok has a lot of videos. TikTok shares a lot of fact finding stuff,
Mm-hmm.
food recipes. Uh, they do TikTok shows a lot of hacks. You know what hacks are, like
Yeah.
cleaning hacks, stuff like. So for some people, this is why they like TikTok. Me
Okay.
personally, I don't go on there every day. I go on there, I look, but I'm not really in tune with TikTok like that. But there's a lot of people upset. They are really upset about losing TikTok.
Yeah. 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 It's
But
it's weird. It's
but
weird.
the
I mean,
but the government said that China is stealing people's information off TikTok. That's why it has to be banned here.
bro, the government is stealing our information. What are we saying? I mean, like, that's the crazy part for me. It's just like, when we don't read the fine print, bro. None of these
Mm-hmm.
apps, and we always say how we can be talking like right now. We can bring up something right now, bro. Let's say we can bring up Nike. You go to
Mm-hmm.
your phone, what you gonna see? A Nike ad gonna come into your
Yeah,
feed,
yeah, yeah,
because they're
yeah.
always listening. We always getting random text messages, random spam, random
Mm-hmm.
emails, because our information is being sold. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Only thing we can really hope for is that you know you don't get in a situation where your identity is actually hacked, and that people are trying to file stuff, but our information is being sold. It happened to me during COVID. Somebody tried to file unemployment using my
You
social.
told me that. You told me that. Yep. You told me
So
that.
it's not
Yeah.
like, I don't it's not a situation, bro, of them really caring about the people. To me, it's a power play, because it's China.
Mm-hmm.
And it's owned by China,
Mm-hmm.
Chinese people, and China, because China, they don't really, they're like a dictatorship in a sense, where they call them communists or whatever, where you
Mm-hmm.
know they people don't really have freedom to do what we could do. So if I might created it, but then you know China's gonna say, well, we own a percentage of this, and we're gonna tell you what you can and can't do.
Can't
Because I
do.
heard,
Yeah.
like, with TikTok, how it looks for us, it looks different in China.
Yeah, it is.
Their
IG
kids,
IG is the same way too over there.
yeah, like, their kids not gonna see you know, half naked women and
Mm-hmm.
vulgar stuff. Like, they don't pump that stuff
Mm-hmm.
to their general public like that. But for us, it's a free for all. So I think it's
Yeah.
just a matter of, you know, America not being able to control it. They don't care about what's really going on. It's a control, again, a control thing. To me, that's
Control
my
thing.
personal. That's what I believe. I don't, you know,
Well, people are begging
nothing else
Joe
gonna
Biden.
pop up.
People are begging Joe Biden to intervene and put a stop on it before Monday. So
That's crazy. That's
I, I
wild.
I was like, man, Joe Biden don't
Not on
give
the
a
king
hell.
birthday. Not we celebrate the king on Monday. Ain't nobody care about
Yeah,
TikTok.
yeah. We ain't gonna be thinking about TikTok on Monday,
Mm-mm.
but
Mm-mm.
we'll see what happens. So, and for all of y'all that love TikTok, when you log in tomorrow and Monday, it may go black. You may not be able to
It's
see any more
so
content. So
hard to say goodbye
it may be over for TikTok.
to
So
yesterday.
hey, one last question for you before we go.
Mm-hmm.
Be honest. Are you
Uh-huh.
going? Are you are you going? Are you going to watch the inauguration tomorrow? I mean Monday.
No,
No,
I don't think I watched Joe Biden's.
no, you're not gonna watch it.
I
Okay,
probably ain't watched nothing since Obama. Let me just keep it real. You know,
okay,
I'm that
okay.
black person. I probably have not. I probably
She said,
tapped
"I'm
out.
that black person. I'm that black person."
I am that black person. Like I've probably tapped out of politics. You know, after that, like because
Okay.
everything is a blur, bro. It is such
Hmm.
a blur. Like the same how when Trump was office, bro, during like COVID, like I don't even remember. I don't remember. Like I didn't acknowledge him. He did. He was like acknowledged in my mind so much to
Hmm.
where it's just like I don't even consider him my president. Like I know he is, but
Hmm.
I just I don't care anything about him. Like I do not. Like he's just not a good person to me, and I just don't want to. You know,
I got you.
and it's not the people that align with him. The MAGA people are irritated.
Hmm.
Like that. Did you see that lady in Congress? I can't remember. She tried to tell Jasmine
Oh
to come
yeah,
take it outside
yeah. Take it
because
outside,
she said Jasmine said
child.
child, and I was
Hmm.
like, she said I'm not a child, and I'm saying this is why I don't like people because she's not calling you a child.
Hmm.
It's I'm like this is the reason why people think woke is something that it's not. Because y'all don't understand how we talk and y'all take a word and turn it to something else and she's on there, so I'm gonna take it outside. You know you would not take you're not gonna take that. You saying that because you know if that happens, she would it's not gonna happen. Because in
Right,
real life, if you would not say that to her.
right.
In a real life child is like she's not calling you, it's like an idiot. It's like it's so many idiots attached to him that it's just like it just bothers me. It just bothers me. It's just like I can't it's I can't take it serious.
Yeah.
Like if I watch it, bro, I'm taking it serious.
Well, ladies and
Are you gonna
gentlemen,
watch it?
Latisse won't be watching it.
Are you
I
gonna
don't
watch
know.
it?
I haven't made up my mind yet. I haven't made up my mind yet. I don't know if I am. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I need to watch it because of
Yeah.
content purposes.
Yeah.
Then a part of me like I really don't want to watch it because I don't want him to say nothing stupid or silly. I
But you
don't.
know
You know.
who
I
he is.
don't. I mean, he might say on this great day of Martin Luther King, which this is a great day for America. Like I just feel like he gonna say. That's why I don't want to watch it because
Yeah.
he's a cynical dude, and
Yeah.
that's why I don't want to watch it. But it's a lot of other stuff going on Monday, so maybe I won't see it. So,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
but yeah, inauguration Monday. The college football championship game Monday. Notre Dame versus Ohio State.
Who you got, bro?
Uh, Notre Dame.
Okay.
Um, so it's some we got football this weekend starting today with the NFL playoffs. So this is a nice weekend full of sports. So
Yeah, it's a nice full of if you got a guy that loves sports, you can butter him up this weekend.
and you can bless them at halftime.
Okay. Well, you know, yeah, bless him with a prayer. But no. Bless him with a little sandwich.
You can bless him with a sandwich. You can pray for him
Little
before
wing,
you bless him.
little chip and dip.
Chip and
Here
dip.
you go. God bless you. Yeah.
Oh man. Okay then. Well, on that note, this has been
Oh,
episode 119. Some of that podcast. I'm Coach Mo. We got Tease over there. Make sure you like, share, subscribe to Pod.
you
Follow
see
us
it.
on Instagram at SOTSOTPOD. We on Facebook. We got a Facebook page. Some of this, some of that. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube page. Some of this, some of that. Like, share, leave a comment on Apple Podcast, Spotify, and let us know that you're glad we're back because we're glad we're back. And
Yes, we missed y'all.
We did miss y'all. I really miss y'all. So it felt good to pod today, Tease.
It did. It did. A beautiful morning, and you
Hmm.
know, we're gonna get to talk to y'all tomorrow
Yep, and y'all will be able to enjoy it and talk
on that
about it.
happy Sunday. Oh, happy day!
Oh, happy day, looking ass.
Remember that, bro? With
Yeah,
Jesus
with
walk.
yeah. Oh
Ah,
God.
that's funny.
Hey, all right, y'all. We'll catch y'all
We'll
next
see
week.
y'all next week. Peace.